Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know It the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. This week's Ohio Crop Progress Report's brought to you by Unleaded 88. Save on fuel with the blue handle. Fill up with Unleaded 88. Discover more at ohiocornandwheat.org. Let's start with topsoil moisture. Exactly split, 50% adequate, 50% in the surplus category. Corn planted moved up 9% from last week. We're now at 34% planted. That's 11 points under last year, 14 points under the 5-year average. Corn emerged is at 22%. That's up 8 from last week and 2 points ahead of average. Oats planted were at 87%, 1 point ahead of the 5-year average. Soybeans planted jumped 15% last week to now 40% planted. That is 1 point ahead of the 5-year average. Soybeans emerged at 24%. That's a 13% increase, and that now puts us 10 points ahead of the 5-year average. Winter wheat headed, we are now at 33%, up from 14 last week and 5 points ahead of average. Alfalfa hay first cutting, 5% complete, 2 points under the 5-year average, and other hay cutting is at 2%, and that is right on the average pace. Our winter wheat is 66% good to excellent, oats are 78% good to excellent, and pasture and rangeland at 76% good to excellent. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Rain overspreading the Buckeye State here the rest of this afternoon. Grab the umbrella, keep it handy. Rain spreading in, and it's going to encompass the entire state as we move through the late afternoon, evening, and overnight. Right now projecting anywhere from a quarter to 1.5 inches of rain, depending on thunderstorms. Thunderstorms have the best likelihood down in southern parts of the state as we move through tonight. Lingering moisture through the day tomorrow as well. I don't think we clear out completely until probably later Thursday afternoon or Friday. And then we're dealing with cold air to finish the week. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Let's turn to the national picture, where 78% of the corn was planted nationwide, 5 points ahead of the 5-year average. Now, 50% of the corn has emerged. That's 10 points ahead of the 5-year. In soybeans, 66% of the crop is planted, 13 points ahead of the 5-year average. 34% of those soybeans have emerged. That's 11 points ahead of average. Nationally, the winter wheat is estimated at 52%, rated good to excellent as of May 18th, 3 points ahead of the same time last year. 64% of that winter wheat is headed nationwide. That's 6 points ahead of the 5-year average. Don't forget, powered by Soy Biodiesel on Wednesday, I'll be taking in the Feeding Farmers program in Harrod, Ohio, and Joel will be heading down to Eaton for our Farm Credit Mid-America update. Over the next several weeks, USDA's National Ag Statistics Service will conduct the June Agricultural Survey. The agency will contact nearly 92,000 producers across the nation to determine crop acreage and stocks levels as of June 1. The June Agricultural Survey is one of the most important and well-known surveys for the NASS, said Joseph Parsons, USDA's NASS administrator. When producers respond to the survey, they provide essential information that helps determine the expected acreage and supply of major commodities in the United States for the 2025 crop year. The results are used by farmers and ranchers, USDA, exporters, researchers, economists, policymakers, and others to inform a wide range of decisions. Producers can respond to the June Ag Survey online at agcounts.usda.gov by phone or mail. They will be asked to provide information on planted and harvested acreage, including acreage for biotech crops and grain stocks. Time now for the Midday Market Analysis, provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your USDA Crop Progress Report. Yesterday evening, the USDA released their planting progress update for the week ending May 18th. That showed notable progress that is keeping above historical averages. The advances, of course, continue to be in the northern plains and western corn belt. We saw national corn planting advance 16% to 78% complete. National soybean planting advanced 18% to now be 66% complete. National winter wheat good to excellence was lowered 2% to 52% good to excellence. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Leading the way higher today, July wheat up 16 1/4 at 5.45 1/4 cents. September's up 15 1/2 at 5.58 1/2. As we go back to the beans, July, $10.55, up 4 1/4. November up 6 1/2 at 10.43 1/2. On corn, July's up 4 at 4.51 1/2. December up 5 1/2 at 4.47 1/4 cent. In the livestock scene, June cattle up 15 cents at 213.12. August up a nickel at 207.97. June lean hogs down 37 at 98.92. August feeder cattle up a dime at 297.57. This is the Ohio AgNet.